Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I'm here with Slothy. Slothy, how you doing today?
Oh, not so bad. Kind of wish the weather would figure out what's going on. It's like plus 20 to start off the week, and now it's snowing again and minus 10. But
we live in strange times. The speaking of weird weather stuff, did you see? I don't know if you like. I always watch weather news kind of stuff, right? Like not like an old person, not like an old person. Interesting. And did you see the crazy tornado?
I saw a video of a tornado the other day.
There's a tornado that like ripped through like an army base kind of, like it was crazy. Tornadoes are nuts. Tornadoes are insane.
Yeah, no kidding.
I spend an inordinate amount of time, like all of my Instagram stuff is like all like Magic the Gathering content, like funny jokes, and then just tornadoes, just tornadoes like blowing houses apart. And I don't know where that came from, but it's there. Yeah. No, the weather's kind of been crazy a little bit everywhere lately. Like it's been I don't know, just odd. It's been an odd year. Like I'm pretty sure like we live out like where we live in Alberta, floods a lot. I guarantee we're getting floods this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm close to that river. I hope not, but it's I guarantee we're getting floods. No, and yeah, but I'm glad it was mostly a good week and stuff. Were you like, do you work outside for most of this week or no?
I've actually got kind of super lucky. They shipped me off to contract for another company for the last month or so, and everything they do is inside.
That's not bad.
It's about double driving time. But when you get to work inside and kind of out of the elements, it's really nice.
Yeah, you're not freezing cold all the time or wet.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I was wet all night. Everything's wet outside.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good your boots are, everything is wet. I've been good. I had a very busy week at work. I just end to end worked and didn't stop. So kind of nice to have a morning off at least a little bit. But yeah, other than that, do you want to quickly... let's jump right into, I guess, what we're talking about today. I'll say quickly, if you guys want any of the cards we're about to talk about, go to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a discount. Put them in the wonderful sleeves from nerdgear.ca. Again, that promo code's IT99 will get you a discount as well. And go pick up your Commander Essential Kit. They are wonderful. And the Playmat Sanctuary, if you're a hoarder like me and have so many playmats. Like, share, subscribe. It really does help us out. And yeah, kind of without further ado, go support us on Patreon. It's a nice place to directly support us. You should already like, share, subscribe this. Come on, give at least give us a nice rating, some nice comments to pick us up on these dreadful cold days. And with that, Slothy, tell them what we're talking about.
Yeah, so this is kind of a deck I've been thinking about making for a while. I saw someone talk about it probably 2 or 3 years ago, but I wanted to do a deck where every card was related to a song I like. Like, I'm a big fan of music. So I finally sat down and did that and made a fun little bracket, definitely bracket 2, reanimator deck.
What is the jaunty tune you like?
Oh, there's lots. But yeah, so like every card minus basic lands is related to some song. I made a whole playlist on Spotify with them already, and yeah. So the commander is Old Stickfingers, which is a reference to Stick Season by Noah Kahn. And he is X black and a green for a star legendary creature horror. When you cast this spell, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And Old Stickfingers' power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard.
It is such a cool, like, self-mill reanimator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being able to, like, self-mill in these colors is always interesting. I've played against a few of these decks. I built one, but it didn't play out how I liked it, so I ended up scrapping it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see kind of the direction you went with it.
Yeah.
Let's jump into your artifacts, or?
Yeah. There's no like special sorting. Realized when I was making the list of all the song names that was just going to be absolutely dreadful to sort.
You have your whole description the entire way through. That's fair. Okay, let's start off. I guess we have so we've got Charcoal Diamond as our first one. 2 colorless. It's diamond. It enters tapped, and you tap it for a black.
Yeah. That's going to be Diamonds Aren't Forever by Bring Me the Horizon.
I like this. This is going to be a big playlist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like 5.5 hours long or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Next up, we got Commander Sphere, 3 mana. You can tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, and you can sacrifice it to draw a card. And that's going to be Spheres of Madness by Decapitated.
I like all these references. You have 10 mana available, and you're just on the Ox. It's a nightmare. No, guys, you got to trust me. It's this one, too. Anyways, come on, man. You just play your turn, please. Please. We have Crown of Doom, which just sounds like it should be a song name already. It's 3 colorless. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, it gets 2/0. I love this card. Till end of turn. 2. You can pay 2. Target player other than Crown of Doom's owner gains control of it. Activate it only during your turn.
Yeah. So this one's a reference to Crown of Horns by Cryptopsy. Good old Canadian death metal.
Okay.
We've got Ghost Lantern next. It's a single black for an equipment. It's got an adventure called Bind Spirit for 1 and a black. That's an instant. You can return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And the equipment side is whenever a creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature, and it has equipped for 1. And that's Lanterns by Rise Against.
I like that. You take the next one here. I'm just looking at something.
Sure. Yeah, we've got Gold Vein Pick, which is a reference to Mine, Mine, Mine by Windrose. 2 mana equipment. Equipped creature is +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, and it has equipped for 1.
I like it. Next, we have our Heirloom Mirror. That's cool artwork.
Mm-hmm.
It is 1 in the black. It's an artifact. You 1 in the tap. You pay 1 life, discard a card, draw a card, mill a card, then put a ritual counter on Heirloom Mirror. Sorry. Then if it has 3 or more ritual counters on it, remove them and transform it. Activate only as a sorcerer. This is a lot of reading on this card. Then it becomes Inherited Fiend. It's a demon. Flying 2 in a black, exile target creature card from a graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on Inherited Fiend.
Yeah, being able to, like, there's a lot of stuff, obviously, that'll bring stuff back from the graveyard. So in a way, it's kind of like putting 3 cards into your hand for 1 mana and 1 life.
That is fair.
Next up, we've got Laser Screwdriver. 3 mana artifact. You can tap it for 1 mana of any color. 1 and tap target artifact. 2 and tap, surveil 1, which gets some stuff into your graveyard. And 3 and tap, goad target creature. Yeah. That's a reference to Screwdriver by the White Stripes.
I haven't heard anything by the White Stripes in ages.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. I keep looking around. That's the reason I said I gotta look at something. I'm looking around like, what is that? But it sounds like they're like drilling something outside. So it just keeps going off. It just sounded like my vents were like blowing apart. So if there's any like background noise from that, I'm sorry to everyone listening. I obviously can't do anything about it except for go out and scream at people like an old man. Hey! And that's what I mean. You know, I can't be like, I'm recording. So don't.
Watching Weather Channel, going and yelling at the kids playing and making noise outside.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. I do like tornadoes too much. Okay, well, if that's in the background, I'm sorry for everyone, but you get what you get. Next, we have Letter of Acceptance. It is a 3 mana artifact. You tap it for 1 mana of any color, 2 and a tap. You sack Letter of Acceptance, draw a card.
Yeah, that's Letters by Frank Turner.
I don't think I know any of these songs so far.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe some of the heavier ones, like the Bring Me the Horizon, but...
Yeah.
I'll have to listen. I will listen to this playlist after.
Heck yeah. Next up, we've got Mindstone. 2 mana artifact. You can tap for colorless or pay 1 and tap to sacrifice and draw a card. And that's Mind's Mirrors by Meshuggah.
Too many M's in one sentence. Too many. Can't deal with stuff like that. It's too early. We have our Moss Diamond next. It is a 2 mana. Enters tapped. You tap it for a green.
Yeah. Moss Covers All by Knocked Loose. And then
that's a pretty heavy metal song name.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Then we've got Soul Ring, 1 mana artifact. You can tap for 2 colorless. And this is the classic Rings of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We get our instants next here. we have, I assume this is kind of your removal section. Like you said, you didn't organize it by what they do. You just get the raw deck, hey?
Yeah.
Fair. All right, okay, so we start with a Beast Within. It is 2 and a green. You destroy target permanent. Its controller gets a 3/3 green beast creature.
Yeah. Good for either obviously destroying problem stuff or even getting something of yours in the graveyard, getting a little bit of benefit out of it. Next up, we've got Cut Down, single black for an instant. Destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. And that's another Johnny Cash song. That's God's Gonna Cut You Down.
That card hits a lot in current day Commander.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like 1/2s, 2/3s.
As I've been seeing more and more and stuff, like a lot of the actual Commander portion of things are really, really toned down because people want their Commander out so fast these days. That's why the Strixhaven Dragons were so interesting, because they're all such huge casting cost, right? Like minus Belladross, which you can get out early, like the Witherbloom, not Belladross, sorry. Belladross, Witherbloom, get it, you get it. But like a lot of things are, like 2 mana creatures, 3 mana creatures that are, like you said, a 1/2, a 2/2 even. Like, so this does really, really wreck an early game plan.
Oh yeah.
Next we have Murder. It's 1 double black, destroy target creature, instant.
Yeah. That's Miss Murder by AFI.
Great song. Do know that one.
Then we've got Overkill. 2 and a black for an instant. I love this card. It's hilarious. Target creature gets -0, -9,999 until end of turn. And that's Overkill by Motorhead.
That is, it's pretty goofy as a card.
It's so good.
You must stay dead. Next we have our Pain 101. I was going to say, what's this one from? It's a cool card. 1 and a black. Until end of turn, target creature gains Death Touch, and when it dies, return to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control.
Yeah. That's Pain by Jimmy Eat World.
Love Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Sacrifice. It's a single black. Sacrifice 1 of your creatures and add to your mana pool a number of black mana equal to the creature's casting cost. And that's My Sacrifice by Creed.
I love that card too. It's very cool. I use it in Eridu a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Next, we have our Undying Malice. I love all these cards too. It's one of the spirits. I can't think of its name right now, but it's really annoying. And it's the whole deck is these when it dies, bring it back cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love these cards. They're super fun. Yeah. It's so just 1 black and Undying Malice card. Until end of turn, target creature gains when it dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it.
Yeah. That's Malice by Bad Omens.
Yeah.
And then rounding out our instant section, we've got Wake the Dead. X double black for an instant. Cast a spell only during combat on an opponent's turn. Return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield and sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step.
What is this from?
This version is Commander Masters, but it was originally from Commander 14.
I've never seen this card, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it somewhere, like in one of the decks, but I really, really like this.
Yeah, it's a really neat combat trick and gets you a lot of triggers.
Well, and especially like you've got the ability to get all your dice triggers back off because it's sacrifice. Normally, right now, you get all of this stuff with an exile or a finality counter, right? That's where you lose it and there's a consequence. That's just they come back and then they leave. I like this a lot.
Yeah, they come back. You get any enters triggers. They leave. You get all the dice triggers.
I like this. This is fair. Next, we have our sorcery section here. We start with Buried Alive, which is a classic for any kind of a deck like this. 2 and a black. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Throw them in the grave. Shuffle.
Yeah. That's Buried Alive by Avenged Sevenfold. Then we've got Decode Transmissions. 2 and a black. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life, but it also has Void. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, instead you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life.
I like that.
Yeah. We're not doing anything or anything in this.
Yeah.
But
you have lots of stuff that can leave, right? So I like it. Eldritch Evolution is next. 1 double green for sorcery as an additional cost to cast its second creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, where X is 2 plus the sack creature's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle, exile, Eldritch Evolution.
I don't usually like putting tutors like this one in bracket 2, but one of my favorite death metal bands in Fairy has a song called Eldritch Evolution about this card.
Well, that's fair. I mean, it seems like it's got to happen then.
Exactly. I think it was the third thing I added.
All right. We have Healing Technique. I love all the Demonstrate cards. Healing Technique is 3 and a green. It is a sorcery with Demonstrate. When you cast it, you may copy it. If you do, you choose an opponent to also copy it. Players can choose new targets. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. You gain life equal to that card's mana value. Exile it.
Yeah.
What's that one from?
Well, that is going to be Healing Process by 156 Silence.
Okay.
Then we've got Infectious Inquiry. 2 and a black. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter. That's infected by Bad Religion. And there's 0 proliferate or anything like that. They're going to have 1 poison counter and then stay at that.
Yeah. Unless they have a proliferate, then if they have, then it has to get proliferated. That's the worst part about experience counters. One poison counter really wrecks your ability to proliferate in the deck. I learned that with Othari the hard way. Next we have our Lively Dirge, 1 in the black. It has Spree, so you can choose 1 or more additional costs. 1, search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. It's really quickly before I read the rest of it. It is interesting, like you said, that like, we don't really play a lot of like tutors in a bracket 2 kind of a setting, right? But the tutors to your grave, I think, have always been kind of it's interesting that like land tutors and like tutors to your grave, like those things are always kind of fine. No one really cares about those things. It's more of the like, because you are really doing the same thing. If you're using your grave as kind of a pseudo hand and a reanimator, you are basically bringing it to hand.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It is definitely a little weird that
it's weird the unwritten rules we have in Commander of what we like and don't like.
Yeah.
Anyways, the other portion of the spree is so you can pay 1 or both. Plus, or you could pay none, I guess. You don't have to. You can just cast it for nothing for the love of the game. But plus 2, so 2 colorless, return up to 2 creatures with total mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah. I totally forgot about this card until I was researching for this deck.
Yeah.
But I really liked a lot of the spree ones that they had.
I like utility. Love utility. Yeah, right? So.
And if you don't feel like casting any of them, you just show them you got the Lively Dirge, put it in your graveyard, and leave it at that.
Yeah. I just want you to know I could have done it.
I could have done something. And that's Dirge of the Void by Shadow of Intent.
I should just start playing all these songs in the background, get copyright stricken immediately.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You've been hit with 64 copyright strikes this. All right. Well, better start pretending that those don't exist. I secure the rights for this episode. This episode costs us $30,000 to post.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll make it up on the Patreon, boys.
Next up, we've got Living Death. 3 double black. Each player exiles all creature cards from their graveyard, then sacrifices all creatures they control, then puts all the cards they exiled this way onto the battlefield.
I like it. I love Living Death.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Living Death cast that didn't immensely benefit one player, right? It's good. It's also it's nice anti-board wipe technique.
Mm-hmm.
Board wipe, not a problem at all. In fact, I'd prefer it, yeah. Next, we have our Maelstrom Pulse. 1 black, 1 green for sorcery. Destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. Great anti-token card.
Yeah.
Wish it didn't say target non-land. I would love to hit everyone's islands.
That's probably why it says that.
I have to play Boil like an animal.
At least that way people will know what kind of person you are.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Next up here, we've got Reanimate. Single black. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to its mana value. And that's Reanimate, Disintegrate by Enterprise Earth.
Maybe this is why we're so fine with it, because a lot of this reanimation has a cost. You lose a creature, you lose some life. But again, we have so much life that even reanimating like the Titans all get shuffled, but even if reanimating Titans, I'd lose like 13 life.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. Like I said, we have our search for tomorrow next. 2 and a green. You search the library for basic land, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. And it has to spend 2.
Not enter tap.
Oh, it does not enter tap. Sorry, for basic land, put on the battlefield, then shuffle. And suspend 2. You pay 1 green to suspend it for 2 turns, which is great.
Yeah. That is Searching for Tomorrow by Coheed and Cambria.
Nice.
One of my favorite bands of all time.
Coheed's great.
Next up, we've got another one that I found while researching for this one. Tendrils of Despair. Single black, sacrifice a creature target opponent chooses and discards 2 cards.
Yeah. This is devastating flavor text. Because I'm incapable of tears does not mean I have no need to shed them by Karn. That's devastating. A lot of Magic like flavor text could make good song lyrics as well too.
Oh yeah.
I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
You next here.
Oh sure. Next up we've got Unearth, single black. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it's got cycling for 2. And this one is going to be The Greatest Show Unearthed by Creature Feature.
I like this one. Next we have our Victimize here, 2 and a black. You choose 2 target creatures in your graveyard. Sack a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped.
Yeah, when we get into some of the creatures, the little like uncommon reanimation spells are devastating with some of these things.
Yeah.
Next up we've got some enchantments. Starting us off, we've got Black Market. 3 double black. Whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on Black Market. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, black for each charge counter on Black Market. And that is Black Market Baby by Tom Waits.
Honestly, like I said, now you've got me. You got me looking at flavor text because you're talking about songs, and I gotta use some of these. I'm looking at the next one here. Also, Black Market slaps. It's a great card. We've got Infernal Tribute though. It is triple black for an enchantment, 2 and sack a card in play, which is I assume sack a permanent, draw a card.
Yeah,
that's pretty wonderful. But I love the flavor text from Krovax. I would not barter my soul for any of the filth they called power. So they took it from me and damned me to solitude. They're all just Midwest emo lyrics. Midwest emo, but it's Magic flavor text.
The errated version is pay 2 and sacrifice a non-token permanent to draw a card.
Non-token permanent. Okay, I was going to say, this is great. Like, I was going to put this in every token deck going forward and pretend I don't know what Gatherer is, so.
And this one's Infernal Death by Death.
Death is great.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we've got Insidious Roots. Black-green. Creature tokens you control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color. Whenever 1 or more creature cards leaves your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each plant you control.
I am, really quickly, I'm frequently stunned how good that card is.
Oh, yeah. Even on its own, it does an insane amount of work.
Mm-hmm. The creature token part, phenomenal. That's already cool. But creature tokens you control, getting that, I always forget how much I like that card.
Oh yeah,
I use it the most in Hazel.
Oh yeah,
and it just does a lot of work in Hazel, and I don't even use it for the leaving the graveyard portion of it. I just use it to
just for the mana.
Yeah, just for the love of the game. Yeah. Anyways, back to your story.
This is Roots Radical by Rancid, and This art is still one of my favorites.
It's cool art. It's interesting. I don't hate it. Is there other versions of this one or no?
I think this is the only one. Oh, there is a full art version of it.
Nah, this is the right one. This is the right one for sure.
I definitely agree.
Next we have Promise of Aklazotz. 1 in the black. It's an enchantment with an adventure. We'll do the adventure portion first. It's Foul Rebirth. 2 in the black for a sorcery. Sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, you create a 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token. Fine. I can't read today at all. And then the enchantment portion of it, which was the 2 cost, the 1 in the black. At the beginning of your end step, you may sack a non-demon creature. If you do popular, that's great.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance.
That's fair.
Next up here, we've got Stab Wound. Point a black for an aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature is -2/-2. And at the beginning of the upkeep of the enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. And that is Stab Wound by Necrophagist.
I like that artwork a lot. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. This was actually when I first started Magic back in the Return to Ravnica block. I went to the dollar store and I was with one of my buddies who got me into the game. And he pointed out those little dollar store packs of cards that they have.
Oh, I love them.
And for first Magic purchase I ever made was that. And there was a Stab Wound in there.
It's like I said, it's cool artwork. And every time I know that there's not good stuff in those a lot of the time, but I want to crack them every time. Every time I'm like, well, might as well. We'll see. We've got to see what's in there.
It's fun to do little chaos drafts out of them.
Yeah. Next year we have our Strands of Night 2 and black. You can pay double black, pay 2 life, sack a swamp, put target creature from your graveyard into play. That's great. Wonderful for Muldrotha.
Yeah. That one is Stranded by Gojira. And rounding out the enchantments, we've got Vampiric Rites. Single black. You can pay 1 and a black, sacrifice a creature, you gain a life and draw a card.
Great card.
And that is perhaps Vampires is a bit strong, but by Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah. I love Vampiric Rites. It's got a place in so many decks.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're into, I assume this is your meat and potatoes section here.
Yeah. Everything so far has kind of been
kind of the setup, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get into our creatures here. We start with Agent Venom. This is 2 and a black for a legendary symbiote soldier spider hero, or symbiote soldier hero, not a spider, sorry. It's 2/3 flash menace. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card, lose a life. Great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hated on Spider-Man a little too hard with some of the stuff. There's some fun stuff in there.
There's definitely some fun stuff. Next up here, we've got our Birds of Paradise. Single green for a 0/1 bird with flying. You can tap to add 1 mana of any color. That's Welcome to Paradise by Green Day.
Nice. There's a lot of variety in your plays. I'm learning about you. I'm learning some things. I like this.
I wanted to try to have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like it. This is acceptable. We've got Blind Zealot, 1 double black for a human cleric, 2/2 with Intimidate. Whenever Blind Zealot deals combat damage to a player, you may sack it. If you do, destroy target creature that player controls.
Yeah. That's another Knocked Loose song. That one's Blinding Faith. And then we've got our typical Blood Artist. 1 and a black for 0/1 vampire. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, target player loses a life and you gain life.
What's the song?
Oh yeah.
What's the song? I gotta know.
That is Blood Red Summer by Coheed and Cambria.
Nice. I'm interested to see what you have as a song for the next one. We have our Bright Cap Badger. Really quick, what's the song for this Bright Cap?
This is Rule 44. Subtitle is Badger by Fish in a Birdcage.
Okay, all right.
Calgarian. Well, actually, he's from Red Deer, but lives in Calgary. Folk artist. He's super great.
Interesting. Okay. So I'll read the creature. It has an adventure. I'll read the creature part first. It's a Badger Druid, 3/4. Each fungus and sapling you control has tap for a green. Wonderful. Beginning of your end step, you create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Also wonderful. I need more of these cards. I don't know if what deck was this in? The Hazel deck? It's got to be in the Hazel deck.
I believe so. Yeah, that would make the most sense.
Because I know I have it somewhere, but I haven't put it anywhere else. I like that. And then, sorry, the instant is the Fungus Frolic, 2 and a green for an instant. Create 2 1/1 green sapling creatures.
Yeah. And then we've got Canker Bloom, one of my favorite cards of all time. 1 and a green for 3/2 Phyrexian Fungus. You can pay 1, sacrifice it, choose 1, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or proliferate.
Let the record show this man has lied. There is proliferate.
Yeah.
Let the record show. These were fibs and shenanigans. I forgot about that one in that Karn's Bastion. Don't worry about those.
I forgot about that Inexorable Tide.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even playing blue.
You get it. Canker Bloom's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. That's In Bloom by Nirvana.
Nice. We have our Carrion Feeder next. 1 black for a 1/1 zombie, which cannot block. Sack a creature, put a 1/1 counter on Carrion Feeder.
Yeah. Blocking's for nerds anyways. That's Carrion by Parkway Drive.
Yeah.
And then we've got Eternal Witness, 1 double green for a 2/1 human shaman. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Eternal Rest by Avenged Sevenfold.
I like this. I love this new printing artwork of Eternal Witness. Every time I see it, it's great.
Yeah.
We have our Fear of the Dark. I love the enchantment creature cycle in general. 4 and a black for 5/5 enchantment creature Nightmare. When Fear of the Dark, this Duskmourn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it had some cool stuff. Whenever Fear of the Dark attacks, if defending player controls no glimmers, it gains menace and death touch on a turn.
So it's probably gaining menace and death touch.
Not much in the glimmer creature type, you know?
No. And that one obviously is Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
We've got Golgari Thug next. 1 and a black for a 1/1 human warrior. When it dies, put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library, and it has Dredge 4. And that's going to be Thugs by the Tragically Hip.
That's cool art too.
Mm-hmm.
We have Grave Researcher next. 2 and a black for a creature troll warlock. It is a 3/3. It's one of the new prepare ones. Beginning of your upkeep, you can surveil 1. Then if there's 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared. And it has Reanimate. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to that card's mana value. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. That's great. So you can reanimate every turn with this?
As long as you got the 3 or more creatures.
And you're gonna have the 3 or more creatures. That's pretty good. I love the bird skulls in the art.
Yeah, especially if people are killing your commander and you're able to
keep filling it,
the turn before and just keep searching for creatures.
Honestly, really quick, to me, that's a card that must die.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to die.
But therein lies the problem of the kind of deck you're playing this card in.
Yeah, I guess
it has to be exiled.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess it dying doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. Next up, we've got the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. 3 double black for a 2/4 zombie. When it enters, each opponent loses X life. Where X is your devotion to black, you gain life equal to life lost this way. Kind of offsets all the reanimator life you're paying.
Yeah. Next, we have our Plague Crafter. Oh, what? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what's the song?
Oh, this one is Merchant of the Void by Three Teeth and Mick Gordon.
What an odd name. Band names are wild.
Oh, yeah.
We have our Plague Crafter next. 2 and a black for a 3/2 human shaman. When Plague Crafter enters, each player sacks a creature or planeswalker. Each player who can't guards a card.
Yeah. This one is Pray for Plagues by Bring Me the Horizon.
Nice.
Which little side note, they're re-recording the Count Your Blessings album this year and re-releasing it. I'm very intrigued to see how that goes. Like their vocalist had vocal surgery and really can't do a whole bunch of the stuff he was doing anymore.
Okay.
And even on that album, he was singing incredibly unsafely.
That's a big problem. And like you see, I listen to like a lot of this as an aside. You guys are getting a metal music tangent now. I love Roy Khan. Roy Khan was the old singer of Camelot. Like I like power metal, symphonic metal. That's the kind of stuff I generally more listen to. I listen to more of the melodic stuff over the heavy stuff. And Roy Khan's making like a new project right now, and a lot of people are just like, "Oh, he can't sing as good. He's not." But people don't realize that like a lot of times when you have these singers that have big ranges, or like because like a lot of like what you were just talking about, right? It is a huge range to scream like some of these guys are screaming or sing like they are, right? And if you don't like, if a lot of times the pursuit of their passion pushes them farther than they wanted to or they should have gone in like what is like safe to their vocal cords and actually what they can and can't do. Because anyone who's like, even if you've been on a long road trip and you've sang in the car, you know, it can get pretty tiring, right? But these guys are out on tours. They're doing, you know, sometimes like 5 or 6 shows in a week, like traveling, going. It's quite the lifestyle to tour around. I've toured many times and I didn't like it any of the times I did it because it's not as much for me. I like composing and recording. But a lot of people keep complaining that Roy Khan's like voice isn't as good, and it's a bummer. Like because like singers have to evolve, they have to get better, or they have to do what actually works and stuff. The Disturbed as well is kind of going through something similar where he's just wrecking his voice doing it. Like he can't indefinitely sing like that. I wish that was just his talking voice. That'd be cool. You know, that'd be a little crazy. Yeah, that's my aside for now. Sorry.
Next up here, we've got Protean Hulk. I love putting this card in decks. I haven't even really thought about what I would for.
Yeah.
Just kind of something. But it's a 6/6 beast for 5 double green. When it dies, search your library for any number of creature cards with total mana value 6 or less, put them on the battlefield, and then shuffle. This is Protean by Nailed to Obscurity.
Obviously, you got to get that Grave Researcher. That's, I think, the best card in this deck.
I think that might be might be the play.
That and the next card. It doesn't matter anything else. Protean Hulk, everything with the reanimates. Kill yourself to reanimate damage. There you go. Next we have Ravenous Squirrel, which I still think is one of the silliest arts they've done in ages. It's like it's storing away birds, snakes, pumpkins. This squirrel eats everything.
People.
Yeah, people. Yeah. It's a hybrid Golgari, so either a black or a green. For squirrel 1/1, whenever you sack an artifact or creature, you put a 1/1 counter on it. And 1 black, 1 green. Sack an artifact or creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. It's just a great card.
Absolutely.
This is one of the ones that like I wish just kind of was like in more of a monocolor. I understand like it's got it. There's token decks I would love to use this in, and then there's like mono black decks I would love to use this in. I get it.
You just got to change that hybrid mana rule.
Yeah, well, but it's still printed on the card is the problem.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I'd say I'm colorblind, but there's artwork too. I got to figure it all out. Even the card is 2 colors. It's hard to make the case for this one.
Yeah.
You know what? I put it in the command zone. I play it as a mono red deck.
There you go.
I truly don't understand colors. Yeah, I missed that part of school.
Next up, we've got Shesra, Death's Whisper. 2 black and green for a 1/3 legendary human elf warlock. It's got 2 abilities. The first one is Bewitching Whispers. When Shesra, Death's Whisper, enters the battlefield, target creature blocks his turn if able. And then it's also got Whispers of the Grave. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. And this one is Whispers of Your Death by Counterparts.
That's cool. I like that artwork a lot. Mm-hmm. Next, we have our Skull Prophet. It is 1 black, 1 green for a 3/1 human druid. See what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that you can hit for 5 or less. It has tap for a green or a black, or mill 2 cards, like a tap mill 2 cards.
Yeah,
that's really good. That's kind of like a draw 2 in like a graveyard deck.
Yeah, exactly. And this one's going to be Scum Prophet by Hollow Prophet. And then we've got this. This is another one that I forgot about, but it's so cool. We got Sludge Titan, 4 and 2 hybrid Golgari, so 6 mana altogether for a 6/6 zombie giant with trample. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 5 cards, and you may put a creature or a land card from among them into your hand.
I loved that they did like another version of the Titan cycle.
Yeah,
I love the enters and attack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would do more of those. I really, really like those Titans. The Titans and the Gearhulks. Love both of those archetypes a lot.
Yeah.
Love the Gearhulks. Next, we have our Solemn Simulacrum, 4 colorless. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land, put that card onto the battlefield, then tap, then shuffle. When this creature dies, you may draw a card.
It's going to be entering and dying more than once.
Yep. You have, really quickly, a lot of sack outlets in this deck. A lot of them.
Yeah. That's kind of my jam. Next up, we've got one of the sack outlets. We've got Basira Seer. Single black for a 1/1 vampire wizard. Sacrifice a creature, scry 1. And that's going to be Viscera by Veil of Maya.
Yeah. We have White of the Reliquary next. A black and a green for a 2/2 zombie knight with vigilance. Creature gets 1/1 for each creature card in your graveyard. Tap and sack another creature. Search your library for a land, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
Yeah. I like that this doesn't have to be a basic.
Yep.
There's only a few non-basics, but a few of them are fairly...
It's Karn's Bastion. You gotta believe me.
It's figured me out.
It's Diamond Valley. Deck budget $5,080. Deck without Diamond Valley, $5,070.
Got this sneaky little tabernacle in here. White of the Reliquary is Fleshbound Reliquary by Zenith Passage.
Okay.
Next up, we've got the first thing that came to my mind when I was thinking about what to grab with Protean Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our Worm Coil Engine, 6/6 for a 6 mana artifact creature worm with Death Touch and Lifelink. When it dies, create a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature token with Death Touch and a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature token with Lifelink.
Yeah.
And this one is Counting Worms by Knocked Loose.
I like this one. I really like Worm Coil Engine in general.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have, I don't know how to say any of this, Xenos Yai Galvus.
Yeah, close enough.
All right, yep. 3 double black for a 4/4 human noble warrior. My first friend, when whatever his name is, enters, choose a creature an opponent controls. Until end of turn, creatures other than ya boy is who I'm calling him now, and the chosen creature get -2/2. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So you can wipe everything else. When the chosen creature leaves the battlefield, transform. And then we get Shinryu Transcendent Rival, a legendary dragon, 8/8. As this creature transforms into Shinryu, choose an opponent. Burning Chains. When the chosen player loses the game, you win the game. I like this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I said this when we were doing like Final Fantasy stuff. I just want to make a deck where I just deliberately hate one player out of the game. That's it. It's only that one player because I want to be able to lose and win, but I need the stipulation of this. It seems fun for me, not for whoever is my hated arch nemesis. You're my first friend and you are now my last.
Yeah. Rounding out the creature section here, we've got Zulaport Cutthroat. Oh, and Xenos was Hatred Transcending by Wormrot. But we've got Zulaport Cutthroat, 1 and a black for a 1/1 human rogue ally. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life.
True. In your land section, anything we need to hit in there? You got 36 lands in here. This is like me putting instants and sorceries in a deck.
I know. I put 36 in there because I wasn't really expecting to kind of find as much as I ended up being able to.
Well, the other thing too is that in a self-mill deck like this, you do really you risk whiffing a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So having a few more is kind of nice because it can be pretty rough to self-mill. Like sure, it's nice that you got like your section of 3 lands that were clumped up, but then you don't get lands for 4 turns. Ugh.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem when I had this deck because I classically run like 33 in pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just kept not hitting my land drops every time. I'd get all excited. I'd stick fingers for 10, and then I'd have no lands, no artifacts, no creatures. I didn't put draw on mine. Mine was bad. I think this is a very cool deck. I like that you like related it to different songs that you like. That's anytime like you do something like that, like in a theme of a deck, I think it's fun, and it's a lot easier to justify kind of some sillier things like Eldritch Evolution, right? It's like, guys, come on, it's for the song, it's for the memes. You gotta believe me.
Exactly.
I like a deck like this. I think they're just fun to play because the Commander at its core is like the extension of like our deck building, right? Like it's all about our personality. It's something we find fun, or artwork we like, or artwork we don't like a Faithless Looting. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's all like it's. I know you like it. The like it's all. That's why I love Commander so much. Is it's just such a great expression of like our own, what we like to build, how we like to play. The game is so inherently political with how you interact with people that like that's why I love to say our decks are shells really quickly, is because how I build and how everyone else builds, they're obviously going to be different, but like I play based on like my personality, like my play style and politics are because of that. And yeah, so I just love seeing how people get around, because I know you, right? I know that this is just going to be a deck that you're having a blast, and it's going to, music makes such good memories. Like every time you hear a song, like it relates to points in your life that are, you know, you hear a song from the past and you're like, I remember that point, or I remember this like old situation, like oh this was like a bad day at work, this was an old girlfriend that I was dating and I was listening to the song at a time. Like I love how much music takes you back. So a deck that relates back to music is really fun. I like this.
And I was quite thrilled because I don't necessarily build a ton of Reanimator, just because a lot of the decks are like end up being very, very samey. But Reanimator is like my favorite thing to do in Magic. So being able to kind of relate that to music, which is very, very big. I was incredibly thrilled. I was kind of worried when I first started that it was going to have to be 3+ colors just to make it work.
True. I like I said, I like this a lot, and I know Sherman loves a good bard deck.
Yeah.
I've never made one in this kind of like theory.
Oh, you should. I think you'd have a blast.
I do like a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
I really should. I think I'll try that as like a personal challenge and stuff, and I'll figure it out. I will. You said you have it as a Spotify link as well.
Yes.
I'll put that in the show notes there. I think that's really cool.
Sweet.
Crank this music while you beat your play group down.
Every time you play a different card, you switch to the song, and
that's what I was saying. Yeah, you have the Ox and 30 mana. This is going to be an annoying turn, boys. Wait! I need to find the card. I need to find the song. No. Just play your turn, please. We're getting to the good part. You got to hear the good part. You got to understand. You need to understand.
Got to hear the breakdown,
guys. I'm so serious right now. Just you know. I will say the whiplash you get from going to a Bring Me the Horizon song to a Green Day song is quite the playlist difference. That's going to be my stay awake music for the truck ride this week. I'll just be like, what kind of is this? We get White Stripes to death. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah, no, I like it. Are you happy to end this here? Is there anything you want to say as your final thing? This is also not a very expensive deck. It's like $130, and I'm sure could cut it down in places if you really wanted to, but it's nice and cheap.
Yeah, you could cut out like your Tomb Fortress, or your Worm Coil, your Eldritch Evolution. That's actually Eldritch Evolution is not that bad. But there's a couple things you can cut out to get it down.
You've got a few, like your Reanimate is always going to be expensive, $12 card kind of thing, you know, like, but you sometimes got to have the Reanimate.
Crown of Doom's $5.50.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, your birds in this printing is $14.
It's crazy. This was the cheapest one that showed up on Architect.
Has birds just like gone up in price a bunch lately? Birds is good in a lot of decks, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And it hasn't really had like a
meaningful reprint.
Like there's been the alternate arts from like Final Fantasy and Bloomburrow, but
this is something I'd like to see in like a Commander Masters thing.
Absolutely.
But then you know that they're giving it one of those like sideways portrait on birds. Big beak hanging off the card, and it doesn't look good at all, but they're like, well, you know, we're doing portraits.
We're doing portraits. Get over it, guys.
I hate the portraits. There's actually there's a few of them that I don't hate as much. I'm warming up to some of them for sure. There's like some really cool ones.
The Genku portrait's really cool.
Yeah, the Genku portrait is pretty cool. I like the what's the bear? The King of Bears, Kudo.
Yeah.
I like the Kudo one too because it's so silly. No, this is a very cool deck, and yeah, like I said, I'm happy to end her there. Do you have any other thoughts before you leave?
No, I think that's about all. I'd recommend doing this exercise to anybody who wants to not necessarily add a bit more personality to their deck building, but just
something different.
Yeah, it's something to kind of figure out where you're at the time.
I like deck building challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like something that would be fun to do more of lately and stuff, just to take on deck building challenges. Right now, that's what I've been doing with this big the new cards that I got. A lot of it is stuff I didn't buy, right? So I'm building a lot of new different decks.
Yeah.
All right, I give everyone the music. If you like any of these cards and want any of them, go over to houseofcards.ca. Promo code IT99 is going to get you a deal on all of those cards. They've got great shipping, great stock. They're just a wonderful company to work with, so they're just awesome. So go over there if you want cool places to play them: sleeves, playmat sanctuaries, Commander Essential Kits, your dry erase tokens. Then go over to your nerdgear.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a great discount. Wonderful company as well. They're really great. They're Canadian, and I like them a lot. They're actually from really close to us, so they're wonderful, and they're really, really nice. Like, share, subscribe. It does help us out. Follow us on Patreon. Go over to the website, into the 99.com. You can see all of our content there. We've got lots of cool articles, and we're going to be having a bunch of other articles that are coming up, but we've got some really, really great ones and stuff. Thunder writes some wonderful stuff, and you can see some of the articles over there. And thank you, Thunder, for over in the chat as well, and for everyone who supports us on Patreon and goes above and beyond, and for everyone who interacts with us. It's nice. I like seeing what people think, so I really appreciate you guys. And with that, bye-bye, everyone.
See ya.